Alright, you wrong uns. Right, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the biped character, where to find it, how to change the structure, its appearance, etc. Okay, so swing over to this systems icon here. Click on it. It's like looks like gears. Click on it. Then click on biped. Click down in the orthographic perspective view. Drag it up, and then click on there. Let's move it down a bit. Okay, so when you see it, if you look at it, it's got this skeletal structure. Now, I don't usually animate with the character looking like this, but some people do. It's your kind of personal preference. You could change the preference to male, change to female, or change it to classic. Now remember, the biped is this is like your skeletal structure. So say for example you're doing rigging or whatever, and then afterwards you'd create your model to go on top of this and then skin it. But we're not going to deal with that at the moment. We're just basically dealing with the structure and appearance of the biped. So you can change the biped spine links. So if you notice there, it's got 4 spine links. You can change it to 3, 2, 1. I usually use 2. I find 2 is acceptable, but again, it's personal preference, but I just find that 2 is acceptable. You change the neck links. You can have no arms, and you can add tail links if you want to add tail to it. Let's have it rotate around. And you can have ponytail if you wanted to. You can have 2 ponytails even. You can move these ponytails as well. We'll do that in a second. So you can do various stuff, and you can also say, for example, you wanted the leg links. You can have more leg links or less. So leg links. So if you say for example, you're making a horse or something like that, or a dinosaur, you possibly have more leg links. So have a play with that, and then you can add, for example, you can have props. So say for example your character had a sword. You can add more than 1 prop if you want. So they're the things you can do. So if now we went over to this icon here, your animation icon, your motion icon, and then see this figure mode, this is what we're on now. Because we're not animating this character now, we're just setting them up. So click on figure mode, and we can still do further adaptations to it. So because we're on figure mode now, if we then say for example we wanted to scale his foot up, we'll click on there and hit scale. We can then scale it. I want to scale his hand, scale that. I want to scale his head, scale it. So you would then, basically the reason why you do all this scaling stuff is then you say for example you've made a model that you want the skeleton to fit inside of, you would then scale his limbs to fit. Now say for example we've scaled half of his body, but what you want to do now is copy this over to the other side. You don't want to do this and try and match it. You could, but it'd take a little bit longer and it won't be exactly precise. So what you do is click on that, and then you go to posture. Click on this for create collection. Got to do that first, and then copy posture, and then paste posture opposite, and voila, we've got the opposite of it. And you could do the same again with that one, and then go paste posture opposite. I've got to copy it first, copy posture, paste posture opposite. There you go. So that's the way you would then mess about with your appearance of your character. You can also, in figure mode, move the character. I think I've got snap on. Turn that snap off. So you can move part of the So that's the ponytail. You can move it around. However, what you have to remember, you have to bear in mind, is when you're moving other stuff around, still when you go to animation mode, it's still going to follow, the ponytail will still follow the head. So let's just quickly show you that. So say for example, we then go off of figure mode, and then we go on to the, and we move the head. Now we're in our animation mode. Now if I move the head now, see that it's going to follow it, because it's still kind of linked to it no matter what. So you can't, and also you can't move a ponytail link to an arm link or a hand link. So say for example you're creating a whip, for example, what you can't use the ponytail and move it and attach it to the leg. It's always automatically defined as the head. The way you'd go probably tackle, say, a whip, is you'd probably create a set of bones, separate bit of bones. I'll do a tutorial on that in another time. So right, that's basically this tutorial over. Hopefully this helped. You know the drill. Like and subscribe, and I'm out. Goodbye. Laters. Adios, amigos.